Do 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 do. Welcome back to Nova. Hey guys, and welcome back to Nova. I
This
think
is
that'll be
part
like our.
3 of our force discussion.
And today we're talking about Ray's force mission. If you didn't see the last parts, then go ahead and check them out. I think we did some really good in-depth stuff. But now, Ray's force vision. Now we talked about the
I'm
force vision.
watching a video of her force vision right now, but
Okay.
I'm just gonna watch it and detail some stuff that is in it. Okay,
While I'll go ahead and talk about.
it'll
I'll
be
go ahead
without
and.
audio. You can detail the hidden things in the audio.
Okay, so if it started out in the trailer, it goes it does Darth Vader breathing, and then Luke goes no, and then Yoda goes it's energy, surrounds us, and then Luke puts his hand on R2D2 and binds us, and then near the end, there's I think I've already mentioned this before about how Ewan McGregor
Okay, I'm gonna start detailing it. So she's in the hallway, the lighted hallway, and it starts to fall apart and smash and break. And then remember she saw them battling.
okay.
Uh,
Oh yeah,
okay, it just
then
fell down, and she fell into the world where there's R2D2 and what looks like Luke with his metal hand, but it's a little bit disfigured.
yeah,
And
and then
then we have now we have Kylo Ren, and he's with the Knights of Ren. He's attacking the pupils of Luke on this strange planet. Uh,
yeah.
okay, yeah. So now he's confronting another. Yeah, he's confronting Rey. He sees Rey, and he's going towards her. And then it changes, and now she's on the desert. In the desert on whatever that planet's name was, I forgot it. And
And she
she's
there's
screaming
this
as this thing flies away, the shuttle.
and then she says, "No, come back." And then Unkar says, "Quiet, girl."
And then it gets all red, and you see a big red flash, and she is in the forest with Kylo Ren.
And then she stumbles backwards, and
And she falls
that's where
back into reality.
okay, basically that's Roy's force vision. There's a lot to talk about, but so far there's also so far I could also I'm also going to say about how um the little I was going to say about how Ewan McGregor and Sir Alec Guinness how Sir Alec Guinness has sadly passed away, and may the force be with him. And
Yeah.
and he has sadly passed away, and but so they weren't able to get him to actually say Ray, but he does say Ray. But how do they do it? Well, they take um they take the when he said when he I'm going to say this again. I think I said it earlier when he said, "Come here, my little friend. Don't be afraid." When he said afraid, they cut it off the a f and then aid. So it's based. I think that's it. But so that way he said Ray. Then they got Ewan McGregor to come in and whisper, "These are the first steps to the Force." Woo! And we also know about how Maz Kanata has the Force. Right,
What?
Nico?
What?
Maz Kanata doesn't she's no Jedi, but she knows the Force.
Oh yeah. She's neither a Sith or a Jedi, but she
Yeah,
knows some ways of the Force.
yeah, she basically just knows how
Because you
like
can
the Force
still
how it
be a
lines up.
part. You can still be take part of in the Force without being in either of the orders. Because it's the Jedi Order and the Sith Order. You don't have to be in one of them. You can still have Force powers without being in one of the orders.
Yeah.
But you can
Okay.
only
So
practice one type of Force power, either light or dark.
okay. So
Unless
and
you're Anakin
also
Skywalker, he can practice both, but
yeah.
at different times.
but also I'm gonna go back to Rey's Force Vision. I'm gonna like dissect it a bit more. So that hollow chamber that she's in and then starts to crumble, that's similar to the one where Luke's walking in Episode 5, battling Darth Vader. Then Darth Vader peeks out and starts like, "Wah!"
Oh yeah, I remember that chamber off of that area where the freezing machine was.
yeah, and then he breaks the glass, and then Luke falls backwards. So, and then it crumbles, and they're on this really stormy planet. It's kind of dim and dark, gloomy everywhere.
I think
And then kind of
that's where Luke had his secret training area because it says that he went to go train or rebuild the
yeah.
Jedi Order. I think that's where he had his secret training area.
And the good thing is because I was able to earlier, kind of before this, Nico. I don't think you knew this, but I semi looked at Rey's Force Vision, and if you freeze frame it at just the right moment, it looks to be something like a temple, and behind Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren. And
Yeah.
basically, what comes first? Where Kylo Ren stabs a guy, and then it shows Kylo Ren with the Knights of Ren.
Yeah. Yes, he stabs the guy
He
first.
stabs a guy. Some people think he's a savior because the guy's like moving his arm back, then gets stabbed. Some people think he's a savior, but maybe, I'm guessing not. And then, basically he's standing there and he looks away and he comes at him, and then Rey turns around and then sees a little younger Rey, and the ship that flew away is very reminiscent to the ship that they fly down to Jakku. Now, it might not be, but I'm guessing that maybe Luke, since they were there, um, this is kind of a theory, so, that, when Kylo Ren came, he went to the shuttle, the shuttle came, and then Kylo Ren killed all the Jedi. Luke was like, oh no, and then basically gave the map to R2, put his hand on, took Rey, got in the ship, zoomed, his wife, I'm theorizing that his wife died then, because,
Yeah, that would make sense.
Spoilers, a warning. If you look on Wikipedia, and search up heritages of Luke, you could tell Rey is
Here, let's read
Luke's.
some information from Wikipedia on the subject. Okay,
Okay, but really quick,
so
so let me say how Rey is Luke's parents. Rey, the mother died, of course, but Rey is Luke's, basically Rey's father. It's kind of obvious, but basically, I think that Luke gave the map to R2. Then he basically said, "Go R2." Basically, spoke to R2 and said, "Basically, you need to get out of here." Went onto the shuttle with Rey, zoomed, flew over to Jakku, and thought that's the best place to go, and then. Stealing the First Order's shuttle, dropped off Rey, thinking, okay, that'll probably be the best for her. Then he flew off, went to that place.
yeah, because if he hadn't dropped her off there, she would probably been killed too. Okay,
Yeah.
here.
So
After the fall of the Empire, Luke founded the new Jedi Academy in an attempt to rebuild the Jedi Order. However, he was betrayed by his apprentice and nephew Ben, and I think Han Solo tried to force Ben into the Jedi Academy, and he wasn't really ready for it. And the man who would become Kylo Ren, so his nephew Ben became Kylo Ren, who killed the rest of Luke's Padawans and joined the dark side under Snoke. Blaming himself, Luke disappeared and withdrew from the galaxy, going on a quest to find the first Jedi Temple. Years later, Luke was found by Force-sensitive scavenger Rey, which is what was at the end of the seventh movie. And spoiler alert, who followed a map to him left in the fragments with R2-D2 and Lor San Tekka.
Okay.
That's the information.
Okay. So basically, at the beginning of this video, do the title Nova, and then say spoilers. For all the Nova thingies, do spoilers for the Force Awakens.
Well, they may not all be spoilers, so let's not.
But just the ones where we talk about the Force Awakens, right?
Let's just not.
Okay. It's just spoiler alert.
Okay, so bye guys. That's pretty much all we had to say. This video's been long enough. Hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.
Bye.